الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، يقول سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه الكريم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. ثم أما بعد. Respected brothers and sisters, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who gathered us in this masjid, to gather us Yawm al-Qiyamah, Sayyid al-Mursaleen Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of His wisdom, He mentioned many stories in the Quran. And these stories, my brothers and sisters, they are not bedtime stories. These are stories to read, understand, reflect, and implement in your life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي قَصَصِهِمْ عِبْرَةٌ. In their stories, there was a lesson, not to everybody. عِبْرَةٌ لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ, to men of understanding. And another place Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, فَقْصُصِ الْقَصَصَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. Narrate the stories so they can ponder, so they can reflect. So these stories, ya akhwan, we read them many times, but they do not do anything. They do not change anything in our life. Today, I will mention a story that we all know. We have all heard. But bi'idhnillah ta'ala, with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your whole concept about the story will change. And bi'idhnillah, we will leave today with some plan to implement that story in our life. The story is the story of Musa alayhi salam and his stick. We all know the story. Musa had a stick. What's that in your right hand, ya Musa? He threw the stick, it became a snake. Let's check the story in a completely different manner. وَمَا تِلْكَ بِيَمِينِكَ يَا مُوسَى. Allah is asking Musa alayhi salam, what is that in your right hand, ya Musa? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, absolutely He knows what's in His right hand. He's the one who created the hand. He's the one who created the stick, and He's the one who created Musa alayhi salam. But He wants to bring our attention and Musa's attention to that stick, because that stick will have a long story, many stories in the Quran. وَمَا تِلْكَ بِيَمِينِكَ يَا مُوسَى. What is that in your right hand, ya Musa? Musa alayhi salam said, قال هي عصاي. This is my stick. Every letter in the Quran matters. When I tell you, what is this? You say it's a clock. What is this? You say it's a carpet. But when I ask you about your phone, you say, this is my phone. When he said this is asai, that means it's important. It's not just any asa. This is my stick. قال هي عصاي. And then he went on telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala how important that stick in his life. قال هي عصاي أتوكأ عليها. I use it to lean on, ya Allah. When somebody uses a stick to lean on, that means he does not need it every 10 steps. He needed every single step of the way. أتوكأ عليها وأهش بها على غنمي. And, ya Allah, I use that stick to hit the tree, and the tree will make the leaves. When I hit it, the leaves or the fruits will drop. This way, my sheep, my goat will eat. وَلِيَ فِيهَا مَآرِبُ أُخْرَى. And also, ya Allah, I have many other uses. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, he said he used to kill, if there is a harmful insect in the floor, he used to hit it with it. He used to get the wolves away from his sheep. He used to stick it in the ground and put something on top and use it for shade. So he has many other uses for this stick. What we conclude is that stick is of vital importance to Musa alayhi salam. If you see your son sitting in the living room and you see something in his hand and you say, my son, what is that in your right hand? He tells you, this is my iPad. I use it to do my homework. I use it to check my email, and I play some games with it. This is my father, this is very important to me. What do you tell him? You tell him, make sure you put it in a safe place. Be very careful. What happened here? After Musa alayhi salam indicated to Allah how important that stick, what he said, ألقها. Ya Allah just finished explaining to you how important it is to me. You tell me to cast it, throw it? ألقها. What did Musa say? Did he say, let me think about it? Did it say in the Quran, ثم ألقاها? Did it say, وألقاها? Did he say, Ya Allah, what are you going to give me instead if I throw it away? Did he say, Ya Allah, give me, let me think about it? No. ألقها يا موسى فألقاها. This fa in the Arabic language is called fa al-fawriya. Fa al-fawriya. Instant fa. ألقها ألقاها. فألقاها. He threw it. فإذا هي حية تسعى. It became not only a snake, a rapidly moving snake. Very scary. فإذا هي حية تسعى. Rapidly moving snake. فإذا هي حية تسعى قال خذها ولا تخف. Allah told him, take it. Don't worry, don't be afraid. Ya Allah, when I told you how important it is to me, you told me to throw it. And now it becomes a snake and you're telling me to take it? خذها ولا تخف سنعيدها سيرتها الأولى. We're going to return it to its original state. It will go back to your favorite stick. Musa alayhi salam did not hesitate at all. الصدق مع الله, being truthful with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being truthful with your iman to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being truthful in your salat, in your zakat, in your hajj, in every form of ibadah, truthful, done sincerely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, obedience to Allah. Do it, yes, sami'na wa ata'na. Now the question is, what does the stick of Musa represent in your life? Is it that haram job you are afraid to leave? Is it that hijab you are so worried to wear because what they're gonna say about me? Is the stick of Musa in your life those cigarettes you cannot quit? Is it those contracts of riba that you are signing? Whatever it is, drop it! Drop it for the sake of Allah. ألقها. Whatever it is, ألقها. Have complete trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the main lesson from this story. ألقها. And when you do that, it's not instantly things will become dandy. It's going to take some time. It's never one test. It's always few tests after each other. If you left that job because it's haram, you might stay 4 or 5 months without a job. You might be going around and asking brothers, please, I need help. I'm behind on my rent. Allah wants to know how sincere and how truthful you are with Him. Did you really leave it for Him? When you put your hijab, it might be tough in the beginning. You might get some dirty looks. You might hear some ugly remarks. If you take it off, you fail the test. There's a couple of tests. When the brothers take the shahada, I know many of them, the first thing is they got kicked out of their house. Nobody took shahada and he went back home to his non-Muslim family and they welcomed him and put the red carpet. Nobody. He's going to be thrown out of his house. Many friends will be gone. He might lose his job. This is the way it goes. When you come to Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to check. How truthful are you? Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, Alif Lam Mim أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. Do you think you're going to be called a believer? Very high status. And you're not going to be tested? أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون ولقد فتنا الذين من قبلهم. Why Allah is doing that? We have tested everyone before you, Ya Muhammad. فَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ صَدَقُوا وَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ الْكَاذِبِينَ. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to know who is truthful in his ibadah to Allah and who is lying. Who is truthful in his ibadah to Allah and who is lying. Now, let's go back to the story. When Musa alayhi salam tried to take the snake, did it bite him? Did it throw poison on him? It went back to the favorite stick. That means be patient. Be patient. if you hear all these things that are going on around us against Islam, be patient. The victory is for this deen. Just be patient. Have certainty in your heart. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you will never ever be disappointed. Now, the message we get from this first part is drop what is dear to you, but it's haram. For the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will replace you with something better. That something better, He knows what it is. Because we think it could be a better job. It could be a better health. Allah knows what's better for you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows when is the best time for you to be rich. When is the best time for you to be cured? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. He is the Alim. He is the Hakim. All I did is I follow His orders and I put my trust in Him. Now the best thing that ever happened to Musa alayhi salam after he passed the tests is that his iman in Allah increased. How do we see that? First, in the first situation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him to drop the stick. It became a snake. This is the first test. What did he do? وَلَّا مُدْبِرًا وَلَمْ يُعَقِّبْ. In the first level, when it became a snake, he ran away. He did not even look back. He was very scared. And I want you to think and see how Musa's iman alayhi salam is developing. Now the second situation, second place he threw the stick. It was in front of thousands of people and in front of perfect professional magicians. وَجَاءُوا بِسِحْرٍ عَظِيمٍ. They have done an immaculate act of sihr, magic. And he's standing in front of them and he threw the stick. You can imagine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, وَأَلْقِ مَا فِي يَمِينِكَ تَلْقَفْ مَا صَنَعُوا. O Musa, throw what's in your right hand. It will expose their tricks. It will swallow all their snakes. At that time, what happened? Musa alayhi salam أوجس في نفسه خيفة. He was a little bit afraid, even though the situation and the occasion needs more fear. In front of professional magicians, in front of thousands of people. Allah said, أوجس, a little bit of fear. Now we come to the third situation. Look how Musa alayhi salam is developing. The third situation is very tough. Musa alayhi salam, he has Bani Israel with him. And they are running. Fir'aun and his soldiers behind him. The ocean in front of him. Very tough situation. And the people that were with Musa, they were not making things easy. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى فَلَمَّا تَرَاءَى الْجَمْعَانِ قَالَ أَصْحَابُ مُوسَى إِنَّا لَمُدْرَكُونَ. And when the two armies or two groups, now they could see each other, the people who were with Musa, they said, Ya Musa, we're going to be overtaken. He's going to take us. Ya Musa, when we used to wash his dishes and take care of his affairs, he used to slaughter our babies. How about now? We are running away from him. What he's going to do to us, Ya Musa? Ya Musa, we were in trouble before you came to us, and we were in more trouble when you came to us. Ya Musa, what should we do? Now Musa alayhi salam, the one who passed all the tests, what did he say? He said, قَالَ كَلَّا. Don't worry. He did not say, I have my stick with me. He did not say, I have the stick, don't worry. This is the stick that when you hit it in the stone, 12 springs will explode. This is the stick that I control. He did not say that. And this is a lesson for every successful brother and successful sister. Don't ever think that the success is because of your degree, or because of your money, or because of your health. Always attribute the success back to Allah. This is all from Allah. He said, قَالَ كَلَّا إِنَّ مَعِيَ رَبِّي سَيَهْدِينَ. Allah is with me and He's going to show me the way. Allah is with me and He's going to show me the way. What happened, ya akhwan, when the iman is so strong in Allah? What happened? فَأَوْحَيْنَا again. فَالْفَوْرِيَّة, instantly. فَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَى مُوسَى أَنِ اضْرِبْ بِعَصَاكَ الْبَحْرَ. Musa, hit the ocean with your stick. Instantly, when he said, Allah is with me, I don't have to worry. Hit the ocean with your stick. What happened? What happened? Allahu Akbar. فَاضْرِبْ لَهُمْ طَرِيقًا فَانْفَلَقَ فَكَانَ كُلُّ فَرْقٍ كَالطَّوْدِ الْعَظِيمِ. The ocean split. Every side is like a mountain of water. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Musa alayhi salam, He told him, فَاضْرِبْ لَهُمْ طَرِيقًا فِي الْبَحْرِ يَبَسًا. Ya Musa, because of your trust in me, not only I'm going to make you go through this path without being harmed, I'm going to make the path dry between two mountains of water. يَبَسًا. Allahu Akbar. As-sidq ma'allah. Being truthful, your iman is complete trust in Allah. Our iman is shaky, maybe. When you tell the brother, if you're in trouble, they come to me and they ask me, brother, I have so many problems, I have so many this and that. Brother, get up in the middle of the night. Get up when Allah is in the first sky and ask Him, what do you want? Raise your hand and ask. Brother, tell me something else. I did that already. Tell me something else. Give me something else. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. الصدق مع الله. May Allah make us all from the صادقين. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله واستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله وحده الصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. My respected brothers and sisters, the higher the iman, the less the impact of the calamity. The higher the iman, the less of the effect of the calamity in our life. My brothers, drop the stick. Drop it with confidence. Drop it with trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He will definitely 100%, without doubt, He will replace it with something better. That something better could be increase in iman. That something better could be your attendance to Fajr and Jama'ah. That something better, He will bless you with righteous children. That something better, He will make one of your daughters a hafidah. You never know what it is, but drop it for the sake of Allah with trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we have complete trust in Allah, get ready to see miracles. Just like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us. Brothers and sisters, when we put complete trust in Allah and we are truthful with Him, you will get the reward. You will get the reward even if you did not do anything. 7 men, 7 Sahaba came to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. They said, Ya Rasulullah, we want to go fight with you. We want to go fight. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed an ayah in regards of these 7 men. وَلَا عَلَى الَّذِينَ إِذَا مَا أَتَوْكَ لِتَحْمِلَهُمْ قُلْتَ لَا أَجِدُ مَا أَحْمِلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ. They came to Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, I want to go with you. He said, I don't have any more rides. Every soldier needs 2 horses or 2 camels, one for him and one for his needs, his food and drinks, because they go for a few months. I have nothing to carry with. What happened, ya akhwan? Allah explained their state. What did they do? Allah said, تَوَلَّوْا وَأَعْيُنُهُمْ تَفِيضُ مِنَ الدَّمَ. They left. They did not cry in front of him, because they're doing it for the sake of Allah. They left, and their eyes, not tearing. Allah said the word تَفِيضُ, overflowing with tears, because they could not go. What was the reward? قال عليه الصلاة والسلام لقد تركتم بالمدينة أقوام ما سرتم مسيرا ولا أنفقتم من نفقة ولا قطعتم واد إلا وهم معكم فيه. قالوا يا رسول الله, how come? He said, حبسهم العذر. Rasulullah ﷺ said, there are men in the Medina that are getting exactly the same reward as you under the scorching heat. 6, 7 months going and 4, 5 months coming back. They are getting the same reward while they are at home. Every penny you spend, every valley you cross, they are getting the same thing. Why, Ya Rasulullah? Because they were excused. They had a valid excuse. And they were truthful. They really wanted to go. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this ayat to tell Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam how truthful these men were. How truthful is our iman in Allah? Or how shaky is our iman in Allah, ya akhwan? Ya akhwan, we should be steadfast on this deen. Nothing should shake us. Nothing should shake us from this deen. We have to make sure, us and our children, tell them the stories of the Sahaba. Tell them the stories and the courage of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Let them be proud to be Muslims. When Allah orders something, do not doubt it. Whether you are convinced or not, just do it. And put your trust in Allah. He promised, whomsoever obey Him, He will get him an exit from sources you've never expected. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. Sources you've never expected. And I'm 100% sure it happened to every one of us when he feared Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just do it without a drop of doubt in your heart. Do not, like I always repeat, don't ever try Allah. Allah cannot be tried. Do it with certainty and you will be amazed with the results. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم